Hi everyone, it's me, it's CrumbleChris, back for another episode of the live stream. There's lots of news to go through, there's lots of stuff to do. If you're out there on the internet, then say hi in the chat. Make sure you're on YouTube and say hi in the chat. It would be wonderful to hear from you. So, there's lots of news as you very briefly saw. Shall we get started? So, South by Southwest Gaming Festival kicked off on Friday, and this weekend they've teamed up with Steam to bring you loads of games with discounts of up to 75%. There's a whole range of games. I've had a look. I even brought a game this morning. So you're bound to find something, no matter what your tastes are. I think this is amazing that a gaming festival is teaming up with a game catalog provider and really putting games into the hands of players. This is exactly what we want as gamers. There are 4 games being taken from the Xbox Game Pass this month. So, March Kingdom New Lands, Late Shift, Portal Knights, and Sacred Citadel are all coming off Xbox Pass at the end of this month. They've all been available since April 2018, so it's around a year. And if you want to continue to play either Late Shift or Portal Knights, then you can do so with a bit of a discount on the Xbox Store. The other games, Sacred Citadel and March Kingdom New Lands, are not discounted. So if you want to continue with your save data with Kingdom New Lands and Sacred Citadel, you'll have to pay the full price. But they're not expensive games. They're all under $20 with the discounts and without. So that's not bad. Back to Valve and Steam, they are changing how customer reviews are going to be handled. So on Friday, Valve announced it's refining the approach it takes to how reviews are handled on Steam, with plans to remove off-topic review bombs which might affect the review scores for individual games. Review bombing has been a huge issue for Steam and Valve over the past few months. So seeing this being changed, or at least being looked into and being reviewed, is a really positive thing in my opinion. But I want to know what you think. What do you think? Is this a good thing? Is this something you're happy to see happen? And back to South by Southwest, because I'm jumping around a bit today. The new Team Sonic Racing game has had a trailer released for it, and it's very interesting. Sega hosted a panel at South by Southwest yesterday dedicated to the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, and they had stuff to share about the upcoming Team Sonic Racing game. The trailer let us see the customization features in the game. It lets you paint the cars, and it lets you do it as you see fit. So there's no standard colours or palettes anymore. You can paint them however you want. There's also performance parts, other paint options, decals, vinyls, and a lot of other things, including some custom horns, I hear. You can watch the trailer via my website at CrumbleChris.com. It's one of the latest pieces of news on there. So, Facebook, they have announced a dedicated gaming section on their mobile app. They've announced that they are giving the mobile app a section to pull together all of the gaming-related things that you're interested in. This has been billed as a new home for playing games, for streaming, and for the latest news. So you might even see my videos there. I don't know, you might. That is if I ever get a Facebook page. Facebook has said that approximately 700 million users around the world engage with gaming-related content each month. And that can be anything from chatting in gaming-related groups, to watching people stream, to playing games, and even reading gaming news. So that's a wonderful thing to see. Okay, so we are now starting to see Sony PlayStation 5 rumours surfacing. It looks like, because the PS4 is reaching the end of its life, as Sony has said, everyone's starting to slowly turn to think about the PS5 and when it will release, what it will contain, and all that stuff. While it's not expected that the PS5 will release before 2021, and that's assuming it's going to be called the PS5. We don't know. It could be called something completely different at this point. But the 2021 date is provided by John Kodera, who is the Sony Interactive CEO. So we know it's not going to be dropping for a while, but there are some things we do know. We do know that they've applied for a patent which looks like the PS5 will be backwards compatible at least with the PS4 and possibly the PS3. We do know that there have been some render leaks coming out which give the PS5 a triple stack design. So you have 3 layers, you have a bottom layer, a middle layer and a top layer, and it does not appear to contain an optical drive, which is very interesting. So it looks like they're going to be download-only hard drive-based consoles in the next generation. What we don't know, though, is if we're going to get 4K. But is that a big deal to you guys? Do you think 4K isn't going to be needed by the next generation? Let me know in the comments. You know, is backwards compatibility something that you really want for the PS5? Again, let me know in the comments. I really will respond, I promise. And the next piece of news is Google, as I spoke about on Thursday, will be at GDC 19 on the 19th of March. They may be releasing a console, they may be releasing a cloud gaming service, or both. No one's really sure except the people at Google, and they're not telling us anything. It's all set to be revealed on the 19th of March at GDC 19 in San Francisco, which is in California, which is in the United States, for those who don't know that. A video has been released, though, which teases Google's vision for the future, but it doesn't give us very much information. I will put that video on my website for those who want to watch it. But what do you think? What do you think Google are going to be releasing? Is it going to be a console? Is it going to be a console with a streaming service? Is it going to be a console that only uses the streaming service? Or will it be a more traditional console and then one that can tap into a streaming service in the future? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And finally, Microsoft has finally released the wireless display app on the Microsoft Store. This app, which runs on Windows 10 and possibly Windows 8. I've definitely got it running on Windows 10. I haven't tried Windows 8, I'm not going to lie. It's downloaded via the App Store, and it allows PCs to be streamed to Xbox One games. Or to stream to Xbox One console, sorry, not games. What am I talking about? But it does give you controller support, so it allows the controller for the Xbox to be used as an additional input device. So like you've got it plugged into the computer, which means I guess it saves you plugging it into the computer. However, the app with a game running on it, once you've connected it to your computer, seem to crash quite a bit. It's not the most reliable application right now. I've tried it 3 or 4 times, and every single time when I open a game, it crashes. This is based on standardized architecture, though, so this means that other people could produce the same thing and possibly make it more reliable. There is a new version on the Microsoft Insider program at the moment, and hopefully when that becomes available publicly, it will resolve some of the bugs, but we don't know. What do you think about this? Is this something you're looking to do? Are you looking to have the wireless display option enabled on your PC? Do you want to be able to use your TV as another monitor and to play games on your TV? I mean, it looks like it's a really good idea. You know, once you've opened the app, you press Control and P on your PC keyboard, and if it works, then the display on your PC will be mirrored to the display on your TV. So it will just look like your PC is running off the TV. Now, those of us that are more technical would just plug a HDMI cable into the TV. But that doesn't always work, and also requires you to plug a cable in. Whereas you will likely already have your Xbox plugged into the TV, so this could be a good thing. I don't know, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. So, for the rest of this stream, we've been going for 22 minutes. I am going to play a game, and I'm not sure which one. There's a few to choose from. And I put a tweet out earlier, and a message on a Discord server, but no one's responded. So, I don't think anyone's responded. Anyway, let's have a look. Hang on a second. I'm streaming. Okay, so I put a tweet out earlier, giving you the choice of Convoy, Figment, Race the Sun, Splasher, Surgeon Simulator, or was there another one? Was there another one? Blacksmith. Blacksmith was the last one. So, Blacksmith, Convoy, Figment, Surgeon Simulator, Race the Sun, or Splasher. I'm not sure. I could play any of these games. Convoy is a bit weird. It's a pixelated game that's quite small. So having it blown up might be quite good. These are all indie games that I'm looking at right now. Race the Sun is a game where you are literally racing the sun. You are trying to get somewhere before the sun goes down. It's quite funny. And very frustrating. I'm not going to lie. Figment, you know, these games are all games that, not necessarily games that I enjoy playing, because honestly, I think I've only played one of them. These are all games that I've put out there so that the wider community and so that I can play different games and showcase different games where games are not going to get showcased generally. So things like Race the Sun, it's an indie game. It's a small game. They won't have a very big marketing budget, so doing a YouTube video which gives them some exposure is something I'm quite happy to do. The same with Splasher. Surgeon Simulator I just do because it's funny. You know, Surgeon Simulator, I managed to poison myself last time I played Surgeon Simulator, which was, will be coming out, I think, or did come out. I think I streamed that on Thursday. So, you know, Surgeon Simulator is there. But I have a whole host of games. There's Bit Dungeon 2, which I haven't played yet. Cities in Motion, Cities Skyline, The Escapists 2, the Lego Marvel games, Roller Coaster Tycoon, lots of strategy and simulation games, because that's what I enjoy generally. But there's also other games like Adventure Lib, where the game is very buggy and very crashy, but it's quite funny. And Holy Potatoes, We're in Space. And if you have a game that you think you would enjoy watching, and it can be anything, you know, it could be Fortnite. I don't really enjoy playing Fortnite, but you know, it could be Fortnite. It could literally be anything. But if no one is going to pick a game, I've had one comment in YouTube so far, and that's fine. But if no one's going to pick a game, then I'm going to pick a game, and I will pick Convoy because I think it's going to be interesting. So let me start it. Let me do that. Wait for it to load stuff. Oh, I can hear that, but you can't. Okay, so. And Convoy. Let me just resize the screen here. There we go. So, see, I've never played this before. There's no tutorial. Oh, my camera's set up wrong. What camera are you on? See my fish tank? There we go! You could see my fish tank and everything there. That's not good. Okay, I thought I changed that earlier. So, oh, I've just realised you can't hear the... There you go, now you can. Hear the sound. Turn it down a bit on my computer so that I... Let's do the tutorial and see what I've got to do. Okay. Welcome to Convoy. In Convoy, oh dear. In Convoy, your mission is to find and collect parts to repair your spaceship. Sounds simple? These parts are scattered around the world. You will have to explore to find them. You can also collect bolts and loot to upgrade your units. This is very important since there are a lot of enemies trying to get a piece of your cargo. In this tutorial, you will start by learning the basics of combat. This is your main convoy vehicle, your MCV, okay, the big thing, okay. Your convoy survival is of the greatest importance. Your MCV must survive. This is your escort unit. I think is that, but it's just pointing differently. This is the only thing keeping your MCV safe. At the moment, it's pointing to nothing. Each vehicle has a certain amount of health and armor. Your MCV has a lot more health than escort units, but it's not invincible. Ooh. Your MCV cannot be controlled directly. It needs to be protected by the smaller escort units. Select the escort unit. Select. Now order the escort unit to move to the highlighted square. Right mouse button. Okay, I think I did that. It appears we're being chased by a privateer. We should fight back before it takes our cargo. The game can be paused by pressing spacebar. You can still select units and give orders. Okay. We should kill this privateer before it does too much damage. Select your unit and target the enemy. Okay, select my unit. Target the enemy. Target confirmed. Close the tactical view by pressing spacebar. The enemy is out of range. Select unit. Right mouse button to move. Is it in range? Is it? There we go. Great shot. Your unit will fire on the targeted enemy as long as it is in range. Okay. Armor protects the unit's health. By reducing an equal percentage of incoming damage, the unit would receive 10 damage and has 40% armor. It only takes 6 damage to health. Hey. Some specialized weapons also damage armor. Notice how the privateer's plasma gun damages both your armor and health. These weapons are rare and provide a significant tactical advantage. Okay. Your units can also ram enemies. Ramming damages both you and your target. However, it can be very useful to push an enemy into a nasty position. Ramming is an extreme maneuver as it damages both parties. It is never strictly required, and most people may not even want to scratch their own unit's paint. Whether you ram your enemies or not is up to you. Just know that you can do it. Notice how units have a rank next to their health bar. Do they? Is that thing? 1, 2, or 3? Yes, it looks like it is. The unit can only push an enemy of equal rank or lower. To ram an enemy, move next to it and double-click right mouse button on it. Okay. So to ram an enemy, double-click. I did it. Your MCV has an ability. Abilities need to be targeted manually. Use your EMP ability to stun the enemy and finish him off. Use the left mouse button to target the enemy. Okay. Yes. Whoop. Whoop. There we go.
Awaiting orders. Ready to fire. Target acquired.
Well done, the privateer has been destroyed. Now for the next part of the exercise, you've received a new unit, some parts and some items. Ooh. The new unit doesn't have any items equipped. To equip the unit, you need to go to a camp. Open the map. Opening the map. The map shows you vital information. Does it? Okay. Such as your resources for bolts, fuel, and for quest items. Okay. Your tracker, which shows the main objectives, side objectives, and points of interest. Your cargo bay, where the loot is stored. Hover over the items to see details. Okay. The shield, plasma cannon, the missile launcher. That's empty. Let's head for the nearest camp. Okay. Follow the arrow next to your convoy. Follow the arrow next to your convoy and drive to the camp. You just right click on it. You can now enter camp. Okay, enter the camp by pressing that button. In the camp you can buy items from the shop. You can also upgrade and repair your convoy. Select a vehicle. Select vehicle. You can view the stats on weapons. You can purchase upgrades for each stat. To install new weapons, drag them from the cargo bay. Okay. What has he got? He's got cannon. I don't know what that is. No, let's not give him that. Missile launcher or plasma cannon? I don't know. Everything's at 10. Let's take a look at the shop. Okay. Shop. Buy our stuff. Each shop has a combination of fuel, units, or items for sale. Just click buy to purchase something. Heavy MG, that's what that is. Okay. You know what that is? And that's a unit. Okay, 100. Buy 100 bolts. What's that? Heavy MG minigun. Let's buy a minigun. Okay. Continue. This concludes the tutorial. You are now ready to play the game. Okay, am I really? Oh, okay. Is there an easy mode? Because we might need it. Lucky blue. Unit 1, Unit 2. Okay. Easy. Normal. Easy. Death Banana, Lucky Blue, and Mad Saw. Okay. Not sure what I'm doing here. Welcome to Convoy. Continue. After enduring an unexpected solar flare. Yes, we're going to have a fair about the sun. Your spaceship was forced to make an emergency landing on the planet Omek Prime due to critical damage. Captain has ordered you to traverse the planet in search of replacement parts. Obtaining these will allow the spaceship to continue this mission. Okay, the captain wants you to collect the following parts. Compression cell, flux capacitor. Hey, we have a flux capacitor. A requirement in a spaceship. As well as 1980s movies. Omnidirectional booster and self-sealing stem bolt. Someone's been watching Star Trek. and Deep Space Nine specifically. Emic Prime is a world filled with danger. 3 factions vie for control of the planet. They are the Privateers, the Raiders, and the Torvak. Managing to survive in this harsh world, where most arguments are settled with violence, is key to your success. That is time for medication, so I shall take it in a minute. Any questions? I have questions about my factions. Privateers. So I shall read that in a second, but I need to take some medication, so I shall take medication. So, Ben, yes, you're right. We do have different tastes in games, and the tutorial is there to prepare you for the easiest thing. I have never played this game before. I am going to be incredibly bad at it, I'm sure. Okay. The Torvak are a tech cult that arose after AI made their first replicator facility. They praise tech above all else, seeking to imitate... Sorry, my brain froze there for a second. What they admire in actual AI. They seek technological advancement in everything they do. Oh, they're like the Borg. Their vehicles usually have a balanced mix between weapon and utility slots. Whilst their light units are quite fast, their bigger ones trade speed for bulky armor. They are recognizable on the map by their blue color. Privateers I didn't read. They used to work as bounty hunters, working under the letter of Marquis, while sprawling, now falling, for the sprawling, now fallen Landinar Empire. They were given the right to enforce law on Emic Prime. The heat and behaviour of other factions caused them to lose track of their initial goals, and to resort to adhering to the pirate law of the Seven Seas back on planet Old Earth. They are obsessed by wealth and frequently try to bully travellers into handing over their valuables. Privateer vehicles tend to be composed of whatever they've managed to pillage. This is why they're often spotted sporting Torvak shield generators and other equipment. Their vehicles tend to be slower though. They are recognizable by their green color. Okay, Raiders. Raiders are people that got infected with a xeno microorganism after a breach of quarantine Station Dimure. Oh dear, the references in this game are quite good. It enhances their senses and capabilities, both physically as well as mentally, but caused them to behave erratically. They delight in the suffering of others, often attacking travellers simply for the pleasure of combat. Raiders favour a vehicle with lots of weapons. They tend to forego utility slots in favour of more weapon slots. This makes most of their vehicles glass cannons that need to be destroyed before they get any serious damage in. They're recognisable by their red colour. Okay. Never mind, let's go. So, where should we go? These are what we've got to get. Let's go here. And go here, maybe? Maybe here? Maybe over here too. Oh, what's this? A voice calls, you are the scumbags that stole off you. Oops. And you know nothing. The privateers don't seem interested in your protest and start firing. Ready weapons! Oh, these are the privateers, aren't they? Yes, okay. Okay, so I'm doing very badly here. Not sure what I'm doing. Oh! Oh dear. Okay, so can I... I'm really struggling here. No! I can't defend myself, I don't know what to do. This is just where I slowly die because I am useless. So this is meant to be a rail shooter, I'm guessing, but it's quite fun. I am really bad at it. So, oh no indeed, Ben, oh no indeed. Oh no, am I going to die there? No, I'm just going to roll through it. Let's save and exit. Let's restart. Unit 1, Mr. Crystal, Glass Ranger, and Coffin 10. EMP Blaster, cargo. Insane Spook, Lucky Rat, Free Duck. Let's see. Oh, this is so not fun. Actually, camp, yes. I buy stuff from the camp shop. There's nothing to buy in the shop. Oh. That's not helpful. Okay, let's leave the camp then. Oh. Ah, tumbleweeds. I swear they do these things just to scare you. Oh no! Football stadium in the desolate desert. Stadium looms over you, making you feel incredibly insignificant as you look out at the massive building. Investigate inside. You'll see several statues of football players. Judging from their posture and size, you suspect they were local legends. Eventually you arrive at the vomitorium to the field. Looking inside, you see a way to the center of the stadium, which is lined with balls and jerseys on spears. Head on to the field. As you pass the jerseys, you begin smelling rotten flesh. Upon closer inspection, they appear to all have rotting torsos inside them. You cringe, hold down your vomit, and keep walking towards the field. Upon reaching the middle of the field, you instantly feel a change in temperature and in general feeling. Despite standing in the middle of the field, it's of an enormous empty stadium. You have never felt more closed in. It's as if eyes are everywhere, staring at you, staring through you, burning you up. As you turn to leave, you see a shadow move. Shoot it. You begin firing wildly at the shadow, which falls to the ground. When you walk towards the shadow, where the shadow fell, an arrow hits the wall next to your head. You turn around and see tribals in football jerseys holding spears and bows with arrows notched in them. You are woefully outnumbered, so your only option is to try and escape. Oh dear. You forget about the shadow and sprint out of the stadium, past the jersey corpses, and into your convoy. Tribals are hot on your tail with their own ragtag mess of cars. What are cars? Escape! You leave the Neither-Andic football hooligans behind. Their vehicles are no match for yours. Okay. There is a foul stench on the wind. Tarry longer. Turns out you've already tarried too long, as the source of the foul stench becomes evident. Several raider vehicles approach your convoy. They seem to be decorated with bodily remains. Prepare to fight. Let's see how bad I am at this. Okay, so you fire on that one. You move there, fire on that one. EMP, that one. You fire on that one. Come on. You come here. Fire on that one.
Yes. Roger.
You fire on that one. Come on, we're gonna be killing it at some point. Yes. You go up here. You go down here. Fire on that one. You fire on that one.
Roger. Attacking. Rolling. Roger that.
Okay, let's see what I can do here. Oh dear. You EMP that one. Yes! I did it! We found a buzzsaw and 11 fuel and 58 bolts. The foul stench might clean up. Okay, that's good. Open the map. We did it! Wow. We didn't find anything we wanted though. Self-sealing stem bolts, sonic screws, an omnidirectional booster, and melty cellulose infused ethanol this time. And the nearest camp and spaceship Mercury. Ooh. Oh, that's our spaceship, isn't it? Can I go to a camp first? Nearest camp. 93 kilometers in this direction. You drive past a scorched crater in the rocky stretch of desert. Ignore it and continue. I just want to go to the camp. Camp. Campy, campy, camp. Repair, please. Repaired. Shop. What's in the shop? Light MG, light machine gun, ballistic computer range, ballistic computer, or heavy rocket artillery. Oh, can't buy those though. I can buy that one. What have I got? I've got a buzz. And I'll buy one of them. Return. Light machine gun. Why wouldn't you let me? Can I place that? No. Right click maybe? Nope. Do I not have those two slots then? I don't know what I'm doing! You might want to position your attacker cars not too far from the center horizontal line if you can. Position there. There we go, see? Ben, you are sensible, but I am trying to work out how to do things and I'm not doing very well. But how do I give them... Scrap item by putting it there, but I don't want to scrap it, I want to put it into that slot. That's how you do it. Oh. Cannon, light machine gun. So this AP damage, HP damage, AP damage, HP. I think I'll leave the cannon in there for now. Can I put any of these in? No, I can't, because that's all... That's got a cannon. Is that the one I was just on? Yes, it is. That hasn't got anything in it, so... Put that in as well, so it's got 2 light machine guns? Maybe? Maybe that'll work? So that's got a cannon and a ballistic computer range bonus. And that's got 2 light machine guns. Okay. Let's see whether that helps us. I'm not really sure it will, but... Oh dear, there's loads here. Go to this one. You pass many rocky cliffs while travelling through the desert. Great deal of wrecks litter your cliffside and natural inclines. Check the wrecks. But you managed to find one that is in slightly better shape. Besides, you find some dog tags with the name Italics written on them. Whilst amongst the debris you find Taunter. I don't know what that means. But okay, is that a Taunter? Taunter is... Fire. This fierce device anyone targeted to fight back. Ooh. Okay. Does that mean I have 3 vehicles now? 4 vehicles now. I don't know. I don't know what it means. Radio signal originates from a lone man carrying a radio beacon. Hey fella, my name's Guy. I need some help. Sure, what do you need? My cousin lives in the town of Colonia. The plague has reared its ugly head. Courier carrying the cure won't respond. Will you help? Yes, that's fine. What do I need to do? Track down the courier carrying the plague. Okay, should we do that now? Actually, let's go over to here. A signal, a radar base of operations. You spot several crudely drawn signs warning people to keep out. Some of them depict mines. Ignore the minefield. I'm not going to go into a minefield right now. Stretch of desert has quite a lot of sand. Other bits of desert have loads as well, but this area looks particularly sandy. It gets everywhere. It's rough. It gets everywhere. Okay. It was just telling me to look at sand, I guess. A large number of raiders are gathered here. It seems to be some sort of violent event. You are being contacted on the radio. You'll have nothing to do with this. When the raiders notice you are ignoring their radio signals, some of them pursue you. Keep going. They're set on attacking you. There's no choice but to fight. Okay. Damn. I'm going to fight. Okay, so I seem to be doing a bit better this time. Oh, he's already gone, okay. So, kill this one, and I'm done. I killed them all! We got 63 bolts and 16 fuel, that's good, okay. Ooh, this one's got a thing on it. What's this one going to be? You come across the wreck of the cure carrier. It looks like it was ambushed. Secure the wreck for the cure. Obtain the plague cure. Luckily, it's undamaged. Woo! Now I'm going back. While trekking through the desert, your convoy has uncovered some sort of bag which got hooked to your wheels. Reporting your convoy, the bag to be filled with 51. Ooh, 51. That's good. I've regained all of that stuff I spent on. Let's go down to the base quickly and see if I can repair. Drop. It's the same base, so it just does the same thing. Heavy rocket artillery. That is tempting, but it takes 8 seconds, so it's quite slow. I'm going to buy 5 things though. Leave the camp. Let's go and get this cure. Oh, Stretch of Desert is listed with wrecks of privateer. Investigate the wrecks. We don't manage to find anything. Oh, that's a shame. We're not finding stuff. What we are doing is getting closer to this purging the plague side quest thing. Oh, you spotted just cloud in the distance. It seems to be a travelling caravan. They appear to have hired privateers to protect them. Attacking them with little fuel you have left would be nigh impossible. Radio them. Greetings, we are part. We're happy to provide you. By 20 for them. Best of luck in your future endeavours. Thanks, there we go. You spot a small speck in the distance. It looks like a person traversing this desert on foot. The person turns out to be a man, clad in unmistakable green of the privateers. Shoot and loot. After dispatching the privateer, you search his belongings and find a measly 12 bolts. Oh dear. Let's go here and see what this one is. Signal is coming from a garage situated here in the desert. A broken down neon sign sees Caesar's Chop Shop. Investigate. Upon heading inside, you find a grey-haired man. He's busy disassembling parts left and right whilst bobbing his head and drumming on whatever he's got his hands on. The rhythm only he can hear. Pretty catchy. Shoot him. 8 fuel. 35 bolts. That's not bad. What's this radio source? Signal appears to be come from a lone privateer vehicle. It appears to have noticed a convoy starts its engine and intends to race off. Chase it. Damn. Several vehicles approach a convoy. The kicked up Sanju managed. Okay, I've only got 3 fuel, so I'm not going to do well here. Let's go. Damn! I lost both my vehicles! Oh no! I'm dead. I'm completely dead. Oh no. Well, maybe he'll die. He won't, but maybe he will. No, he's gonna move. I'm completely dead. No, I died. Oh, how horrible. So I think that's it for today. I think I'm done. Thanks for watching, everyone. It's been a lovely time with you. Make sure you like or dislike this video. That would be wonderful. You can tweet me at way2crumbly. You can visit my website, which is CrumbleChris.com. There should be a video over there somewhere that you can watch, hopefully. If I've done that right. Have I done that right? Can I add the card thing? How do I add the card thing? I don't know how to add the card thing. Cancel. Yes, discard the changes. I want to add a card. How do I add the card? Nope. I can't add a card. Okay, so... Thanks for watching, everyone. It's been wonderful. I can't do what I thought I could do, but I shall add some cards after this video is uploaded. If you're feeling really generous, supporting me on Patreon, would be wonderful. I am at patreon.com/CrumbleChris. That's it, folks. See you soon.